Chosen one, listen to me very carefully. This is not an accident that you are hearing right now. God Himself has led you here, and you need to know this before tonight. Something is about to happen in the spiritual realm that will shake your life to its core. God said, important fixations will happen tonight. This is not a random message. It is a divine alert. By the time you wake up tomorrow, you may find yourself crying tears you cannot explain. But hear me, those tears are not just pain. They are power. They are the breaking of chains. This is a night of spiritual rearrangement. What the enemy tried to destroy is being fixed by God's hand. But you must be careful. You must be ready, and you must not ignore this call. Before I reveal what God showed me, I need you to do 3 things right now. Do not delay. Pause this video, hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 95,000 subscribers, and comment the number 99 below. This number is a prophetic signal, a sign of completion and divine order. Chosen one, if your spirit is truly awake, you will feel the urgency in your soul. You will not click away. You will stay until the very end, because this message is the very warning and instruction your future depends on. Now listen closely, because what happens tonight will determine what you wake up to tomorrow. Tonight is no ordinary night. This is the moment where heaven's hand reaches down to touch your life in ways you've never imagined. The universe itself pauses, calling you to cease all distractions and tune in fully to the divine command unfolding right now. It is an order from God, a sacred summons that cannot be ignored or postponed. Everything you have known or experienced before pales in comparison to what is about to transpire. Your soul is being called to awaken, your spirit sharpened like never before. This is the divine go signal, an activation that will break open barriers within you. The transformation you've longed for, prayed for, and even doubted starts at midnight. The power flowing through this night is unparalleled, a celestial surge designed specifically for the chosen one. You don't resist or doubt. Embrace this moment fully. Imagine the clock striking 12 and a floodgate opening within your spirit, releasing rivers of power, clarity, and purpose. It's not just spiritual, it's physical, emotional, mental. God's midnight order will awaken dormant strengths and hidden gifts, setting you on a path where your previous limitations will dissolve. Tonight, everything changes. Are you ready to answer the call? What you have experienced so far, every struggle, victory, heartbreak, and joy, was preparing you for this single, extraordinary night. This night holds more weight than every moment in your life combined. Think about that for a second. The battles you fought, the lessons you learned, the tears you shed, they were all steps leading to this sacred hour. God is about to rewrite your story, starting now. No past failure, no past pain can hold you back tonight. This is the night your destiny leaps forward, far beyond what you thought possible. Your entire life up to this point is the foundation. But what comes next is a supernatural elevation that will redefine your identity and power. If you miss this moment or fail to protect it with utmost care, you risk losing the breakthrough meant for you. This night demands your full attention, your full faith. It's not simply another chapter. It's the turning point where your life explodes into divine purpose. This night is your new birth. Don't let it slip away unnoticed. At midnight, an unstoppable spiritual fixation will ignite within you, an intense, divine focus that recalibrates every fiber of your being. This fixation is more than just a feeling. It's an active force working behind the scenes to reset your body, mind, and soul to a higher frequency. It's as if God is zeroing in on you with laser precision. This is the divine mechanic at work, repairing what's broken, removing every weakness, and installing new, powerful capabilities in their place. Your physical body will begin to reflect the transformation happening inside. Your energy will shift from ordinary to extraordinary. This is the night your whole system gets fixed by a power beyond human comprehension. Be mindful, because this process is delicate. The fixation requires your undivided attention and respect. Any distraction or temptation can interfere with this sacred upgrade. Heaven is striking with intent and precision, so you must protect this moment fiercely. The transformation has begun. Stay focused and hold fast. Deep within you lies the chosen one, a divine spark of greatness waiting to burst forth. Tonight, that spark ignites into a blazing fire. You will awaken to your true identity, no longer hidden or dormant, but alive and roaring with power. This is the moment when your inner gifts awaken like a lion rousing from slumber, ready to claim its kingdom. You've carried this power inside you all along, but it's been veiled, waiting for this precise moment of activation. Feel the energy stirring in your chest, the sharpening of your instincts, the flood of clarity that sweeps away confusion. This is your soul aligning with the divine purpose intended since the beginning of time. Remember, this awakening is a sacred birth. It may come with intense emotions, overwhelming joy, deep tears, and profound awe. You're stepping into a higher calling, a new realm where your abilities to manifest, sense, and protect will become unstoppable. The chosen one in you is rising. Embrace it fully. Tonight is the night your hidden spiritual gifts break through the shadows and burst into the light. These are gifts you may have sensed but never fully realized. The sixth sense, intuitive insight, the power to manifest realities, and the shield of divine protection. They are no longer theoretical. They become active tools in your hands. God is handing you the keys to a kingdom unseen, a realm where miracles become normal. This is not a slow process. It happens now, instantly, like a switch flipping on. Your senses will heighten. Your connection to divine wisdom will deepen beyond anything you've experienced. You will feel a new force energizing every part of your being. Don't wait to believe or understand. Just receive. Let these gifts flow through you with reckless abandon, knowing they are your birthright. This supernatural force will reshape your future, enabling you to walk boldly, knowing God's power is working through you at all times. Prepare for a radical transformation that affects not just your spirit, but your very physical form. Your body will begin to change, strengthening, refining, and shedding old limitations. This is not a metaphor. It's a divine upgrade, an energetic remodeling that will be noticeable to you and others. You might feel waves of energy surging through your muscles, your skin glowing with new vitality, and an unstoppable surge of stamina and strength. Old pains, fatigue, and weaknesses will fade as God's healing power rebuilds your temple into something more resilient and powerful. This change will ripple through your energy field as well, your presence becoming magnetic and charged with spiritual authority. People will sense it, even if they can't explain why. Your body is becoming the perfect vessel for the extraordinary mission ahead. Embrace this miraculous metamorphosis. It's your new reality. Tonight, all the hidden vulnerabilities, fears, and limitations that have held you back will be wiped away by divine grace. God is cleansing your soul and body, removing every trace of weakness, every doubt, every hesitation. This cleansing is not easy. It's a purging fire that refines your spirit to its purest form. This is a moment of spiritual surgery, removing toxic mindsets, destructive habits, and energy drains from your life. You must stand ready and willing to let go of anything that no longer serves your highest purpose. The old you is being dismantled so the new, empowered version can emerge fully. This process requires courage and surrender. Resistance will only slow the transformation. Trust that what God removes is for your ultimate good, paving the way for strength, confidence, and supernatural resilience. Tonight, weakness fades and strength rises. Are you prepared? Tonight is not merely about subtle intuition, it is about a full spiritual activation of senses you may have never believed you possessed. The sixth sense is not a myth or a fantasy. It is the deep, inner compass that allows you to perceive what lies beneath the surface of reality. As the midnight hour approaches, you may feel gentle tingling sensations across your skin, a heightened awareness of sounds, or a sudden clarity about people and situations around you. These are not coincidences. They are signals that your spiritual perception is awakening. God is opening a channel between the seen and the unseen, giving you the ability to discern truth, danger, and opportunity with supernatural accuracy. This awakening comes hand in hand with a divine shield, a protective barrier woven by heaven itself. Imagine walking through a storm, but never feeling the rain, standing in the middle of chaos, yet remaining untouchable. That is the level of protection being granted to you tonight. Negative energy, hidden enemies, and unseen forces that once sought to drain your spirit will find no entry. The more you lean into faith and stay present, the stronger this barrier becomes. It is as though light itself is wrapping around you, forming an invisible armor that nothing of darkness can penetrate. But this gift is not passive. It requires your participation. Guard your thoughts, for fear and doubt weaken the shield. Speak life, gratitude, and faith into the atmosphere around you. Trust the inner signals that begin to guide you, even if they seem illogical at first. This sixth sense is not meant for entertainment. It is meant to protect your destiny, to steer you toward blessings, and to warn you away from danger. Receive it fully tonight, for this sacred window is brief, and the opportunity to step into such heightened awareness does not linger. While your inner senses awaken, God is moving through the thoughts and hearts of the people around you. You may not see it, but relationships, conversations, and even chance encounters are being shifted like pieces on a grand chessboard. Minds that once doubted you will suddenly feel curiosity. People who carried hidden resentment may find themselves softened, inexplicably drawn toward reconciliation. Those who once blocked your progress may feel compelled to step aside, making room for your ascent. This is not manipulation. It is divine orchestration, an unseen hand ensuring that the right people rise to meet you, while the wrong ones quietly exit. This reprogramming extends beyond individuals to circumstances. Doors that were closed will creak open without warning. Opportunities you once chased will now begin to chase you. Conversations will unfold with perfect timing, as if scripted by something far greater than chance. Old tensions will dissolve, not through argument or effort, but because God is rewriting the thoughts and intentions of those involved. The atmosphere around you is being cleansed and recalibrated so that every external element begins to match the greatness rising within you. But this shift also carries a warning. Not everyone will welcome the change. Some may feel uneasy as your energy strengthens and your influence expands. They may attempt to distract you, provoke you, or pull you back into old habits. Stay alert. Trust your newly awakened sixth sense to guide you in navigating these interactions. Listen for the quiet promptings, an inner yes or no, that tell you whom to trust and when to walk away. God is rearranging the pieces for your victory, but you must remain vigilant to protect the sacred strategy at work. Tonight marks the turning point in your relationships, both personal and professional. Some connections that once felt essential will suddenly lose their grip, fading quietly as if their season has ended. Others, who may have been on the outskirts of your life, will begin to move closer, drawn to the new energy radiating from you. Friendships will either deepen or dissolve, and hidden motives will surface with stunning clarity. This is not punishment or reward, it is alignment. God is rearranging the people in your life so that only those who strengthen your purpose remain. Expect emotional waves as this alignment unfolds. A friend may unexpectedly reach out with words of support you didn't know you needed. A mentor or stranger might appear with an opportunity perfectly matched to your calling. At the same time, someone you trusted may quietly withdraw, leaving you puzzled or even hurt. Remember, when destiny calls, not everyone can walk the same road. Some must stay behind so you can move forward. Every departure creates space for new alliances, partnerships, and love that align with your upgraded life. Lean into faith during this relational reshuffling. Trust that every shift serves your growth. Don't chase those who walk away, and don't fear the unknown faces approaching. Your sixth sense will help you recognize the ones who belong in your next chapter. Destiny is not random, it is precise. Each person entering or leaving your life is part of a divine design meant to propel you into the mission you were born to fulfill. This night carries a weight unlike any other, and with that weight comes a responsibility to protect your focus with fierce determination. Distraction is the enemy of transformation. The smallest temptation, a careless scroll on your phone, an idle conversation, a fleeting doubt, can weaken the flow of divine energy working in your life. Heaven is moving with surgical precision, and your full attention is required. Treat these hours as holy ground, where every breath and every thought matters. Create an atmosphere of reverence around you. Dim the lights, silence the noise, and prepare a space that feels sacred. Pray, meditate, or simply sit in stillness to welcome the presence of God. This is not superstition, it is alignment. Just as a seed needs quiet soil to grow, your transformation needs the fertile silence of your undivided focus. Every moment you guard your mind, you amplify the power that is shaping you tonight. Remember, distractions are not always obvious. They may come as sudden urges, unexpected calls, or thoughts of past regrets. Stand firm. Every act of discipline tonight is an investment in your future self. Protect this sacred night as you would a priceless treasure, because what is unfolding within you is worth far more than anything the world can offer. The power of tonight's transformation is immense, but it is also delicate and exact. Think of a sculptor chiseling a masterpiece. One careless strike can damage what took hours to shape. The same is true of your awakening. A single lapse in attention, one act of surrender to fear, anger, or temptation can disrupt the flow of this divine process. This is why you must remain vigilant, guarding not just your actions, but your thoughts and emotions as well. Temptation will be subtle. It might appear as an old habit calling you back, a sudden argument, or a fleeting desire for comfort over discipline. These are not random. They are tests of your readiness. The higher your calling, the greater the resistance you will encounter. Recognize these traps for what they are: last-minute attempts to keep you from stepping fully into your destiny. But fear not, your awareness is your armor. By staying grounded in faith, focusing on your breath, and remembering the sacred purpose of this night, you disarm every threat. Victory is already written. You simply need to hold your position until the work is complete. One wrong move can delay the blessing, but steadfastness ensures it will manifest in full. When dawn breaks, you will awaken to a new reality so profound that tears may be the only language your soul can speak. These will not be tears of pain, but of overwhelming gratitude and release. Imagine years of silent burdens lifting in a single night, fears melting like ice in the warmth of a rising sun. The sheer magnitude of what God has done within you will be too great for words, leaving only the pure, cleansing power of tears. Your reflection will not look the same. Your eyes may shine brighter, your face softer, yet stronger. People will sense a difference in your presence, even if they cannot name it. This is because your energy, your very frequency, has been elevated. The tears that greet you in the morning are evidence of this upgrade. They are the outward expression of an inward miracle. Allow these tears to flow freely. They are sacred. They wash away the remnants of old wounds and open the gates for joy to flood in. Cry if you must. Laugh if you can. But know that every drop is a sign that heaven's work within you is complete. By the time the sun rises fully, you will stand as a living testimony to the power of divine. With the night's work complete, you will stand at the threshold of a destiny long written but newly revealed. Heaven itself calls your name, not as a whisper, but as a resounding command. This is not a casual invitation. It is a sacred demand for your presence. The path before you is illuminated, each step alive with purpose. The doubts that once clouded your vision will feel like distant memories, swept away by the clarity of divine direction. This is your moment to step forward boldly. Your new gifts, sharpened senses, and radiant energy are not for hiding. They are tools for impact, meant to heal, uplift, and guide others. You were not awakened merely to feel different. You were awakened to make a difference. The world needs the strength and wisdom that only you can bring. Do not hesitate or second-guess the calling. Destiny does not wait for the hesitant. Heaven demands action, courage, and faith. Step through the doorway with your head high, knowing that everything you have endured was preparation for the mission you are now equipped to fulfill. The night is over, but your journey as the fully awakened chosen one has only just begun. You are not the same person who began this evening. Your gifts are active, your spirit fortified, your destiny alive with possibility. This is your coronation moment. the unveiling of the true you, no longer hidden or restrained. Rise with confidence, speak with authority, walk with the quiet power of one who knows their divine purpose. Your presence will now carry a magnetic force. People will be drawn to your wisdom, your calm, and the unmistakable energy of transformation. You are a living testament to what happens when heaven touches earth. Carry this awakening into every interaction, every decision, every dream. The world will test your resolve, but remember the night that changed everything. You are no longer waiting for miracles. You are the miracle. Step forward, chosen one. The time is now. The world is ready. And heaven stands in celebration of the destiny you have finally embraced. Tonight is the moment your spirit has been silently waiting for. An awakening so powerful, it will ripple through every fiber of your being. This is no ordinary night, but a sacred convergence where divine energy pierces through the veil of your past limitations. Your soul, tired of holding back and hiding its true potential, will be jolted awake in ways you never imagined possible. The fixation God places upon you tonight is like a laser-guided force that zeroes in on the deepest parts of your spirit, igniting dormant fires and unleashing your full spiritual power. Feel the weight of this moment as a holy charge. Your destiny is pressing on you, demanding recognition and response. This awakening won't just be felt in your mind, but in your heart, your very essence vibrating with new energy. As the divine fixation begins, you may experience flashes of insight, sudden clarity about your purpose, or overwhelming emotions that wash over you with unexpected intensity. These sensations are not random. They are sacred markers signaling that the ultimate spiritual awakening is underway. But this awakening will test you. It calls for courage to surrender old fears and embrace the unknown transformation happening inside. Resist the urge to retreat into comfort or distraction. This night demands your full presence, your unwavering attention. The divine fixation isn't a gentle nudge. It's a holy ignition, designed to catapult you beyond your former self into a realm of spiritual mastery and profound power. Remember, this is just the beginning. Tonight's awakening will unlock doors to realms of insight, gifts, and protection you have only heard about in whispers. You will never be the same again. This is your calling, your breakthrough, and God's hand is steady and strong, guiding you through it with divine precision. In the quiet darkness of tonight, you will face a critical crossroads, a spiritual fork, where one wrong step could derail the sacred process unfolding within you. This is not mere caution. This is a divine warning sent straight from heaven. Temptations, doubts, and distractions will rise like storms, each one a trap designed to pull you away from the path of transformation. These crossroads are invisible but deadly, and they demand your utmost vigilance. Understand this clearly. The wrong choice tonight will not just delay your progress. It could cause severe spiritual damage, breaking the fragile chains of divine alignment. Your body, mind, and soul are in a sensitive state, vulnerable to the slightest misstep. Whether it's succumbing to fear, frustration, anger, or the lure of old habits, the consequences could echo far beyond this night. This is why God's warning is so loud and urgent, because your entire destiny hangs in the balance. You must steel yourself like a warrior, prepared to face and overcome these challenges. Guard your heart and mind fiercely. Refuse to engage with any distractions, negative thoughts, or toxic influences that seek to derail you. This night calls for unwavering faith and discipline. Know that while the enemy prowls with subtle schemes, God's power within you is infinitely greater if you remain steadfast. Remember, these crossroads are moments of testing, but they are also moments of choice. Your spiritual maturity will be revealed in how you respond. Choose wisely. Walk the path that leads to divine victory and transformation, and avoid the pitfalls that could shatter your breakthrough. As the world falls into stillness, your energy field will begin a profound metamorphosis, a divine reweaving of the invisible threads that surround and sustain you. This transformation is subtle yet overwhelming, like a cosmic reset button pressed by the hand of God. Every cell in your body, every emotion in your heart, and every thought in your mind will align with a higher frequency, becoming purer, stronger, and more luminous. You might feel this as waves of warmth, tingling sensations, or even bursts of light behind closed eyelids. These are not random sensations, but signals that your aura is expanding and your energy body is shedding old layers of limitation. This process is cleansing and renewing, removing blocks that have held back your power and replacing them with divine energy flows that fuel your intuition, creativity, and spiritual insight. But beware, the silent hours also bring heightened sensitivity to negative influences. Your energy field will attract both light and darkness. This is why protection, faith, and focused intention are critical during this sacred time. Shield yourself with prayer and positive declarations. Visualize your energy field glowing like a fortress, impenetrable to any shadow. This transformation will prepare you for the new spiritual role you are being called to, but only if you protect this sacred shift with reverence and care. Behind the scenes of your awakening, a fierce spiritual battle rages, a conflict as real as any physical war, but fought in the unseen realms. Forces of darkness recognize the power that is rising within you, and they will not surrender without a fight. These are not mere coincidences, but God's way of opening your eyes to the bigger picture. The veil between heaven and earth thins tonight, and you will be granted glimpses of the future that guide your decisions and deepen your faith. This vision is a powerful tool, but also a great responsibility. Use it wisely and humbly. Do not rush to interpret every sign or become obsessed with what you see. Instead, allow your prophetic gifts to grow naturally through prayer, reflection, and trust in God's timing. With this vision unlocked, you are equipped to navigate your destiny with confidence and divine insight. Transformation demands shedding what no longer serves your highest good. And tonight, God will break the chains of toxic relationships and false alliances that have held you back. These bonds may have disguised themselves as friendships, partnerships, or even family ties, but their true nature has been a drain on your spirit and a barrier to your breakthrough. This shattering will be painful but necessary, a divine pruning that makes room for healthier connections and greater blessings. You may feel sorrow, confusion, or even anger as these ties unravel, but remember, every cut is an act of mercy and protection. Letting go frees you from the weight of betrayal, disappointment, and unhealthy expectations. Embrace this release as a sacred cleansing. It is God's way of preparing you for new alliances aligned with your destiny. Trust that every broken bond creates space for relationships filled with love, respect, and divine purpose. The pain of separation will fade as you step into a future enriched by true, life-giving connections. Tonight, your mind undergoes a radical reset, a clearing of old thought patterns, limiting beliefs, and mental clutter that have blocked your spiritual growth. This is not a simple mental adjustment, but a deep, holistic realignment orchestrated by divine hands, rewiring your brain to operate on a higher frequency of clarity, peace, and purpose. You may notice moments of disorientation as old ways of thinking fall away and new perspectives emerge. This mental upheaval can be unsettling, but it is the necessary chaos before order. Trust that this reset is purging doubts, fears, and confusion, replacing them with focus, wisdom, and renewed confidence. By morning, your thought processes will feel sharper, your decisions clearer, and your inner voice louder. This realignment prepares you to step fully into your divine mission with the mental strength to overcome obstacles and the clarity to see your path. Guard your mind tonight with prayer and meditation, inviting God to complete this sacred reset. As transformation grips your spirit, expect a storm of emotions to surge within you, a swirling tempest that may bring tears, anger, joy, and release in rapid succession. These emotional waves are part of the divine cleansing process, flushing out long-held wounds, hidden fears, and buried pain. This storm can feel overwhelming, but it is a sacred purification. Each tear, each surge of emotion is a step toward freedom, a breaking down of old emotional walls that have confined you. Resist the temptation to suppress or run from these feelings. Instead, welcome them as signs that deep healing is occurring. Remember, storms clear the air and make way for fresh beginnings. Allow yourself to feel fully and release completely, knowing that this emotional tempest will give birth to a calmer, stronger, and more joyful spirit, ready to embrace its new reality. Tonight's transformation will ignite the forces of temptation like never before. The enemy knows your breakthrough is near and will unleash every tactic to pull you off course, whether through doubt, pride, distraction, or old habits calling you back. These temptations are not signs of weakness, but battles that test the strength of your spirit. You must stand firm, like a mountain, unshaken by storms. Prepare yourself by grounding in faith, calling on divine strength, and rejecting every whisper of defeat. Remember who you are, the chosen one, undergoing a sacred transformation. No temptation can stand against the power God has placed inside